Hey guys, Post USMC here. I was thinking about there's been a couple of people that have said things to me like you should be careful about what you say because the government probably has you on a list or whatever, and some other people that were basically concerned about other people knowing, where I live because of what I'm saying. And I have, I thought about that for a while, and my initial response was to just kind of, take it in stride and say, oh yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, you're right, I should be careful, Well, you know what? After thinking about it, I'm not, I don't care if the government knows what I'm saying. The whole point of having free speech is that we shouldn't fear repercussions from the government for saying whatever we want to say, basically. And obviously there's limits to that. You can't say that you want to kill the president, and you can't say that you want to, there's some other things, obviously you can't say that you, things like that. And those are good things to have. You shouldn't be able to say that stuff. You shouldn't want to kill the president. That's ridiculous. And if, say, oh, well, what if he becomes a tyrant? Well, at that point, he's not a president anymore, is he? So it really wouldn't matter. I'm trying to make this and not be angry, because this really pisses me off, is this attitude amongst the people today that is that's this kind of are we allowed to do that? Well, I got news for you people. You are the sovereigns of this country, and we, as the sovereigns, have made laws for ourselves, and the government they are just there to enforce those laws. And you need to remember that, because policemen and politicians and any government employee needs to respect you as their sovereign. And we've lost a lot of our balls in this country, basically. There's a couple of guys that were saying, I wish I had the balls to say what you're saying. Well, you know what? You should have the balls to say what I'm saying. Everybody should have the balls to say what I'm saying, because we're fucking Americans. And you need to stand up and assert your rights. These are your rights given to you by God. You need to assert these rights before we lose them, because we're already watching them slowly erode away. I mean, just look at what we have now. Just this attitude. I guess it's just this attitude that's been pissing me off about. I find all these people that are scared to, I'm scared of the government. They're gonna, what? You can't say that. Don't say that, because the government might be putting you on a list. Well, you know what? I could give a rat's ass what kind of list I'm on. I'm the least of the government's concerns. If every American stood up and every American said what I said, then we wouldn't be on lists. We'd be slapping the shit out of those. We would be slapping the wrists of those politicians who would try to. We would be slapping the wrist of those politicians who are basically violating our rights. And just by this complacent act of sitting there and letting these things be done to us is honestly, it's more treasonous than these politicians who would love to take away our rights. That is more treasonous. You guys should be out there screaming your heads off right now. all I got.